Good evening, my dear friends, and welcome to our Wednesday evening soiree from a very windy Cumbria, where they have foretold gale force winds up to 80 miles an hour. So just as well I'm indoors, and I hope you're warm and I hope you're comfortable and relaxed where you are. So we begin our evening vigil by first welcoming one another, and a warm welcome to those, especially those who've not logged in. Maybe one day you will fathom the intricacies of logging in and join us and share with us who you are. But I would like to welcome our brothers and sisters who have logged in. So good to have you here with us. If you have a candle handy, I would love you to light your candle with mine for peace in the whole world, especially where there is conflict, like the Middle East. But we also remember, as we light our candles, for Mary's daughter Martina, who will have surgery this Friday. And we also remember those who have no one to pray for them, those who are hurting, who are suffering in mind, in body and spirit. Okay, in the name of our beloved Father, Mother, God Supreme, who creates life, in the name of the risen cosmic Christ, who loves life, in the name of the Spirit, who is the fire of life, in the name of Gaia, our beloved Earth Mother, for she nurtures the divine in all life, and in the name of all faith traditions, who are the children of the one true loving God, our brothers and sisters, and in the name of spiritual diversity, I welcome you to this table of love on behalf of all my brothers and sisters of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans. So we begin with an Advent carol. Let us just quietly listen to the words, the first Noel, and come into our hearts and just be still. Be still as you listen to the beautiful Celtic harp. And with every in-breath that you breathe, feel the love of all present here, touching you and filling you with hope, filling you with an inner peace. Be still, for we are in the presence of God, the beloved. Noel, 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 Noel. doesn't it get you in the mood for celebrating the spirit of Christmas? I don't mean the material Christmas of going around like a headless turkey or chicken, getting lost in the mayhem of crowds. That just doesn't appeal to me, but it certainly prepares you for the coming of the great festival. Please listen to these words. How could anyone ever tell you, you are not beautiful as a child of God? Be still and allow the Prince of Peace touch you.
How could anyone ever tell you, you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you, you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you, you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you, you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Be still in the presence of God. Be still. And as you come into the presence of a loving God, if there is anything that is hurting you, causing you distress or disquiet, or you're unhappy about something, name it, bless it, and release it in the presence of God. For with God all things are possible. So let us now embrace our inner child and allow the love of God set us free from guilt and fear. We praise you, O God, and we bless you. We thank you.
How could anyone ever tell you,
could anyone ever tell you, you are not beautiful? For many of us, we have grown up on a diet of self-hate, self-loathing, where we never felt good enough. And we end up wasting our life, don't we? We miss out on the God opportunities, the blessings of abundance that God has for each one of us. And when the shift came on December 21st, 2012, and we entered a new dawn of enlightenment, the Piscean age, Christ consciousness, something happened for those who work and walk with the light of God's love. The heart was reawakened. The heart was set free. And the heart became a special instrument of love, wherein the divine would connect with us only via the heart. So Christ consciousness, it's not mind consciousness, it's heart consciousness. And that's why you've heard me say it so many times, that if I got a dime or a dollar or a penny or a pound for every time I've said it, I guess I could have retired to the Bahamas as a multi-billionaire. But I'll say it again. Surrendering the heart is the key to unlock the wisdom and the abundance of a loving God. And the moment we say, "Here I am, God," and are willing to trust not what the mind is telling us. My mind fills me with so much despair. It wants me to remember times when I was really ill. It wants me to revisit people who wounded me. Times when I failed, made mistakes, fell down, and found it difficult to get up again. It only wants me to remember the negative, but the heart only wants me to embrace positivity, love, freedom, joy. That's not running away. That's running towards a God of love. But you have a choice. You have a choice today, tonight, to begin a new journey as a pilgrim of love. Our ancestors did it, but they didn't get bogged down or weighed down by technology, by the iPhone, the iPad, the mobile phone. In a way, today, many people have become so addicted to their mobile phone that they're scared to go anywhere without it for fear of missing an important message. What happened to the God of surprises? Our God speaks to the heart, and we have to make time to listen to that heart. It's like learning to drive. Those of you who can drive a car, you just didn't suddenly get in the car and go along the freeway or the motorway in 6th gear. You had to learn the basic skills of mirror, signal, maneuver. And so it is with God. You have to make time to be still, to quieten the mind that's still running 90 miles an hour. My mind is doing it now, planning Sunday when we all come together, making sure I've done this, I've done that, and I've done the other. I've got lists as long as my arm of what to do tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday morning. But it's important not to allow them take you over. And I won't have a mobile phone, not even for security, because I have God in my heart, who is my security. I won't use a mobile phone. I have people, friends who come here and family, and they sit in the lounge talking to one another on their mobile phones. They're using their iPad and their mobile phone almost simultaneously, and conversation is nil. Is that how it is with God? Do we neglect our relationship with the divine? Is that one of the reasons why so many people today live in fear? They're forever anxious, fearful, mistrusting, because they've lost the art their ancestors passed on to them of being still and listening to nature, listening to your heart, listening to the Spirit of God in your soul, listening to the divine communicate love to you. This is what His Holiness the Dalai Lama says about practicing kindness. It is very difficult to achieve peace and harmony through competition and hatred. So the practice of kindness is very, very important and very, very valuable in human society. And about love and compassion, he says, love and compassion are the moral fabric of world peace. Let us be still now as we come back to our Bedouin tent, back to that special place where we meet with our brothers and sisters, where we come into the presence of God on the top of Mount Sinai. And I would like you to come with me on this journey, for you and I are pilgrims on a journey to truth, a journey to love, and a journey to blessedness. So let us come. I would like you to visualize that we're walking together in pairs. Choose your partner that you want to go with. And dusk is settling now, and you can just about see Sister Moon and the stars twinkling in the galaxy above you. And the sand is manageable now because you can walk on it. It's not as hot because of the rays of the sun. And there's a gentle breeze blowing on the desert floor. And in the distance, you see our spiritual home, our Bedouin tent, where Gaia awaits us, where Magdalena, Kuan Yin and Isis, with Mother Mary and Joseph, and our spiritual teachers are there. And they're waiting to meet with us to hear about our journey today. And some of us are singing. Some of us are playing tambourines and making noise to celebrate that we are a child of God. And now we're approaching the tent. And outside we can see some goats and camels resting. And Gaia has prepared several bowls of fresh water And she invites you to sit, to wash your feet, to cleanse your feet of all the tiredness and the sand. And she wipes your feet. She blesses your feet. And she now kneels down out of an act of love, and she kisses your feet, thanking you for bringing a blessing to the earth and for tending to the animals with respect. She thanks you. And she places on your feet a pair of sandals. And she allows you enter the inner part of the tent, where you come into the circle of light. And in the center there's a sandalwood fire burning. You can smell the fragrance of the sandalwood, and it's relaxing your mind, your body and your spirit. There is a stillness here, a stillness that's allowing you come back into your heart. And now that we are all seated comfortably in a circle of light, we take each other's hand and we lift them up on high, and we celebrate our divinity by welcoming the divine into our presence. We use our gift of free will and we say, "Here I am, O God. I invite, I invoke, and I call upon you. Come to me, your child." And in your next breath, you release a powerful prayer of gratitude. And you sit in the lotus position. You are totally comfortable and relaxed. And you can feel the warmth of the flames from the fire. And it is comforting to sit in the presence of like-minded brothers and sisters who also are pilgrims as they search for God. And in the distance you can hear a voice, "Come, my beloved, come, sit with me." And there through the flames you hear the voice of the Father, Mother, God calling you. And you're looking all around you, for you sense that there's an unworthiness in you, that you're not worthy. And you hear the voice again, "Come, my beloved, sit with me." And as you stand, a presence comes through the flames, and it is the cosmic Christ. And his arms are outstretched, and he calls you, "Come to me. Come as you are, in your brokenness, in your woundedness, in your weariness. Come, let us sit together. Let us be still, and allow me hold your hand. And now you feel the power, The power of God is touching your hand. The cosmic Christ, who taken hold of your hand, is releasing into you now a subtle energy, a powerful energy, and it is the love of God. And with every in-breath that you breathe, you sense this light, this energy go right up the nape of your neck, all around your head, like clothes in a washing machine. Everything is being turned inside out, upside down, and there's a pressure pulling away all the pain and anxiety, the tension, the worry and the fear. And it's bringing it down your spinal cord. It makes its way down your legs, out through your feet to Mother Earth. And she's now recycling all that negativity, all that pain, worry and needless fear. But the Christ is looking at you intently, and though he's not using any words, he's challenging you. Why do you fear when I am near? Why do you fear, O beloved child of God? I send you the prophets. I gave you your spiritual teachers. We have mentored you. We have tried to connect with you. But so many times you seem to know better than us. And when all is well, you go off on a tangent. You can be quite reckless with our love for you. You allow yourself burn out, and you end up in a place where there is little light, and where your heart is aching to be set free of the burdens of living in a modern world. I am taking these from you now, and I am replacing all of this with simplicity, with my love. Just be still as you receive my love. And anyone that you're worried or concerned about, speak their name to me now, and allow me to touch them. Allow me heal them. And a peace comes over you. A peace this world does not understand. For if it did, we would not see man's inhumanity to man at the scale we are seeing it today, where members of the same faith group are destroying the temple of God, and they violate the sanctity of life. And you hear the Christ say to you, I came that you may have life. Be still.